Hello, tribe, and welcome to this week's episode of It's a Sure Thing, the conscious community, a collective show that celebrates people who are making a difference in the world and in their communities. It's all about sharing, caring, growing, and learning together. So if you haven't already, please let your friends and family know to join us live. And if they're not able to watch live, you'll be able to see the replay on our social media pages and the blog article on our website, sueshaw.com.au later on. So this evening, we have an incredible woman who is joining us, and she started her journey when she was 21. So it's been a long time that she's been working with spirit, doing meditations and psychic work and lots of other different things. And she established her business in 2012 called Soulful Connection. She's done so many different things to get to where she is today, and it's going to be really exciting to speak with Christine Shiki from Soulful Connections. Welcome, Christine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And I'll just acknowledge Angie Tucker has just come in and said love and hugs. So thanks, Angie, for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so Christine, long time ago, when you were 21, you started on your journey, and you mentioned to me that was when you had your daughter.
Yes, my daughter Kansas, who's now 26.
Right.
And at that time, when I gave birth, obviously, I stopped distracting and numbing from my pain from past childhood trauma. And this is when I learnt how to meditate and met a beautiful lady, Nancy, who taught me Reiki and angel cards. So for the next 26 years, I've learnt lots of healing techniques and tools to help heal myself and now to help heal others.
Fantastic. And you've got a whole toolbox of amazing things that you've done and that you've offered, and you've put those all into a number of different ebooks that are available for people to use, for practitioners to use, for youth workers to use, for families to use, for basically everybody, which includes men as well. Is that's right, isn't it? That's what you've done. You've put this
Yes,
toolbox
that's
together.
right. Yeah. Back in 2005, I worked for SA Health as a youth worker and community development worker. And back then we noticed a gap of resources for men. And unfortunately, there still isn't enough. So I wanted to modify my healing guidebooks and spiritual guidebooks for men as well.
So can you just talk a little bit about that healing book for the men? Because as you say, there isn't a lot out there. And for men that are just seeking out their journeys or just starting their awareness, or for their wives out there who are listening and haven't been able to get their husbands on board. Yeah. Can you just share with us a little bit about that ebook, please?
No worries. I have physically printed one out, and they can be downloaded off the website, or you can get a printed version. So the Soulful Guidebook for Men just has lots of tools and practices, both healing and spiritual practices, self-care, self-worth, self-respect, affirmations, letting go of, anger, letters of release, forgiveness, lots of different tools and practices that they can use in their learning about manifestation, letting go of grief, intuition. So there's about 25 pages in the men's healing guidebook.
Wow. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Now, and people can just download that as an ebook for only $5.
Yeah, I wanted to make it affordable for people to use online. Just download, and they can have their own journal and work through the activities. So each guidebook and toolbox for the children and youth have soul work activities, practical activities to do on a daily basis.
That sounds amazing. And of course, if they're getting a bit stuck as well, or they need some help, well, they can contact you and they can book an online session with you and have a psychic reading with you, or do some mentoring and coaching with you. So you're available for them to work through that as well.
Yes, myself, and I have other practitioners as well available to work online or one-to-one with men, youth, children, and women, adults.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. I will just take a little break and acknowledge Sue Bennett has come on and said, hi, Sue and Christine. So I think
Hi, Sue.
Yeah. And there's a lady from Nigeria. I think it's a lady, or Abiola. I can't pronounce that, so I won't even try. But thank you for joining us from Nigeria. That's good to know we're going global and getting some interest. And Tracy Parker. So wonderful, Christine, she's put. So.
Thank you. And Tracy Parker is one of our family constellation workers that people can book online or book face-to-face appointments with as well. And that's through my website.
Oh, Carol, you're going to have to say a little bit more about family constellations. I love that work. So
Tracy's the best one to talk about that. But I've had my own experiences over the years with Susan Outschweger, and my whole family at the time did sessions with her, and we healed past trauma from generations and generations, and it really helped me heal myself in the now, and helped all the members of the family, from the children to us adults.
Yeah, it's the generational healing, isn't it? Yeah, I've done quite a bit with Susan Altschwager too. So we might have to see whether we can get Tracy.
Yes,
on the show.
Tracy spent a couple of years training with Susan, so I'm proud to have her on the website and offer some services.
That's great. I love the fact that you're doing that referral service on your website and collaborating with other practitioners as well, because that's really what it's about. With there's so many people needing support right now, and the more we can collaborate and work together, the easier it's going to be for people to get hold of us. So all right, so you've got your spiritual guidebook, you've got your healing guidebook, you've got your toolbox for children.
Yes.
I actually had a client today, and she said her 2-year-old child, she was just wondering whether there was anybody available to support her or do any healing for her son, because he's consuming so much of her time and energy. And here we are. Here I'm speaking to you tonight. And you've got this toolbox for her. So,
the children's toolbox, I'll just get that one out. That's this one. And there's about 25 pages of different activities in there. So she can modify them to suit a 2-year-old. I have made it for 5 and up, but I have worked with under 5s in my past, and teaching them about breathing and using crystals, gratitude, self-love.
So you can make it really fun with the family, can't you? You can have this special book, and they can do lots of different activities with the family as well as with themselves.
Yeah, and the one for the children and youth, I found there was a gap in the Department of Education. There's no soulful education out there for children and youth, and I was a youth worker for 9 years back in 2005, and when I was making my healing guidebook and then modifying them to suit, I just had to put one out there for children and youth to connect with their soul, to learn about energy and all sorts of different topics that they can learn and practice and use on a daily basis.
So good to get them early, isn't it?
Yes.
So something that we as adults we've had to unlearn what we've learned so that we can start learning something better for ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. And as children, we look up to the people around us. We're a product of our environment, so it's also really important for ourselves as parents to work on ourselves and heal and give back, that self-love and self-care that we're always giving out, and recalling our powers, so that we are in a place that we can offer that love, and it ripples out to the family.
Absolutely. So with the other guidebooks, they're specific to, you know, to women or to youth or to children or to men. So they're very specific and targeted at that individual.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got the Soulful Healing Guidebook. I'll just give you a bit of a history on this. In 2017, when I was in a bit of a dark place and suffering from some depression and anxiety, I just couldn't get myself out of bed. And then I had to dig deep into my toolbox of all that I'd learned since I was 21. And I made this for myself. And so I worked through it. And it wasn't until last year that I created it. And then this year, the Soulful Spiritual Guidebook came along, because I'd learnt from lots of teachers, Prema Joy, Di Goulding, Jonathan McIntyre, Matthew Greenwood, Susan Outschweger, and all the tools and practices for your spiritual journey are in there as well.
Great. Great. And yeah, I know every single one of those people that you just mentioned. Adelaide is a very small spiritual community, but we know each other, so it's great that you connect with all of those beautiful beings. Now, the other thing that you do is retreats. So you will be running a women's retreat and a youth retreat. So can you chat a little bit about that and let us know what that all entails?
No worries. So in my past, I've delivered these with myself and Donna Nan, and my friend Tracy Parker's helped. And in the future, we're wanting to use the guidebooks as a bit of a workshop, but also practice some of the tools throughout the weekend or the evening. So with the youth, we want to create like a outdoor nature camping retreat for them, and they can use the workbooks, but we can do some hands-on physical stuff and teach them lots of things, from mindfulness, affirmations, letters of release, lots and lots of different things. And the women's one, we're hoping to do one in August, so people can find that information out on either the website or Facebook page. And we'll do meditation and a bit of yoga, massage, healing, and also use the guidebooks.
That sounds really good. So with the youth, it's both men and women, or males and female?
Yes, yeah. I worked in 2005 in Kilburn community, and I had a big group of young people, both male, females, and we used to go on camps and take them away to lots of destinations, and they learned so much, life skills out in nature. And
you can't buy that kind of information and experience, can you? So Adair's just said, what you've done is wonderful, Christine. I've not seen anywhere else where such a comprehensive set of healing resources is available. Thank you. Absolutely. I agree 100%. And it was thank you, Adair. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to have you on the show, to really let people know you don't have to do this journey on your own. We've got all these resources. You've done all the work. You've got so much experience. And for $5, I mean, it's not even a cup of coffee, is it? So
that's right.
It's affordable. So please utilize these resources that Christine's got. As you all know, we've got the Global Wellness Directory, and Christine is on there with all of her contact details. And when the retreat dates become available, she'll be posting them on the events section of the Global Wellness Directory, as well as Christine's own website and Facebook page. Whoa, it's a bit of a mouthful. Now, the other thing, because I've just remembered what you said to me before, people can get a hard copy of those books from, and I'm going to let you say that.
From Rayanne and her husband's shop, Tribal, Spiral, Dreadlocks, Funky Finds in Adelaide, Goodwood Road. And I'll be working out of there and helping volunteer there in July. So Tuesdays, Soulful Tuesdays, we're looking at putting together some like one-to-one sessions and maybe a meditation circle. So it sort of just popped up today, this opportunity. So I'm very grateful to Rayanne to offer some space.
Awesome. That's great. And the other thing you've got is a healing card deck that you've created.
Yes. So the Soulful Connection healing cards I created a few years ago, and they were basically all the tools and techniques that I've learned over the past 26 years with messages that you can use on a daily basis. So they're available on the website, and Adair has a pack, and some of my friends online now. And they're just nice little messages to receive. So if we get time later, I can pull some cards for people if they're interested.
Well, let's have a look. Let's do that now, because we have got a few minutes. So Adair's put, I love the cards. All right. So anybody who's watching live, if you would like Christine to draw a card for you and do a little psychic reading for you, please just put yes in the comments section now, and we will do that for you, or Christine will do that for you, not we. I'll let Christine do that. Anybody want to have a reading?
Well, I'll do one for you first, if you like.
I was just about to say, look, do one for me. Do one for me until we get some people coming through.
That's all right. No
and the Dad said yes as well. And Sue Bennett said yes. Okay, here we come. Okay, so let's do me first. Then,
they're all warming up now. All good. So I have a little how to use card, and with all my oracle cards, I always knock on them to begin with to clear the energy, and then I just spend a few minutes with them, and I'll silently put energy into the cards, and I will intuitively ask for a message for you and for our viewers. So
thank you.
The one that's popped out, and I will put my glasses on for this, hopefully they're not too glary on the screen. So I got Goddess or God. Connect with the God or Goddess within you by breathing into your soul. Your God or Goddess is offering you power, strength, and courage. Hold your head up high and keep moving forward. You're on the right path.
Yes. Thank you so much. That's great. Thank you. Okay, well, Adair was next. We've got a few more people coming through now. Only if this. She's put only if there's time for her. Okay, so we'll spin back. So thank you, Adair. We'll go to Sue Bennett next. Thank you, Sue.
All right, Sue. So this one has jumped out. Inner child. Connect with your inner child by being playful, colour in, or go out to a playground. Your inner child may need some healing. Imagine yourself as a small child within your heart space and tell them they are safe, loved, and nurtured.
All right.
And I have some inner child activities in the Soulful Spiritual Guidebook as well, so they're good to connect with.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. And Simon Carter. Yes, please. He would like a reading too. Simon Carter. Thanks, Simon.
No worries. And Simon, love. Love conquers all and releases negative energies, creates joy and healing. Visualize a white light from your heart space and send your love to the planet, the people in need, including yourself and loved ones. Very nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's quite relevant. And Alex, hi, darling. Alex Merrick has said yes, she'd like a reading too. So.
Okay. So as we were shuffling and Alex came through, family jumped out. Make time for your family today. Make your phone call or visit them. Family aren't always blood related. And today, connect with your soul family.
Yay, I think that's why she's here tonight. I haven't seen her for ages. So, all right. Thanks, Alex. Jan Chappell. Yes,
hello, Jan.
I will get one at lunch tomorrow. Oh, you can have one now if you like.
Yeah, let's do one for Jan.
Let's do one for now.
She's been healing for the past couple of weeks, and I got universe. The universe is the consciousness of God, Buddha, divine source, whomever it is that you connect with, and it is unchangeable and eternal. Pray, set intentions, and trust that the universe has your back.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Now, are there anybody else that is watching live that would like a quick reading with Christine before we go back to Adair and do one for Adair? Okay. All right. Alex has said, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And Sue Bennett, thank you, Christine. So, okay, let's loop back to Adair and do one for Adair.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, Adair, you got love as well. So love conquers all and releases negative energies, creates joy and healing. So visualize that white light from your heart space and send it out to our planet, people in need, including yourself and loved ones.
Beautiful. That's very apparent for Adair too, I'm sure. And Wayne Elliott, who's from Renmark or Riverland. So yes, please, Wayne, how are you? Lovely. Hopefully I'll see you next week and when I'm down in Renmark. All right. So right. Wayne Elliott.
So this literally flew out of the pack and it's love as well. So I think everyone's just receiving this message tonight that love conquers all and it releases negative energies, creates joy and healing. So I'm sure he heard the other messages of love before.
Yeah. Beautiful. So are they little small cards? Yeah. Yeah. Handbag size.
There's about 50 of them. And when I was in the Blue Mountains, I was working on my phone on a Canva app and things were just coming through like channeling, and my partner, I'd say, oh, give me some ideas, and we're both water signs, Cancer and Scorpio. So I put water in there and, it was spring at the time. So I put the energy of spring and lots of different messages are in the cards.
Beautiful. Well, the Blue Mountain, that has got to give you inspiration there, doesn't it? It's just one of the most beautiful places in the world.
It is. It is beautiful.
Hoping to go there in September. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's all of the people that are listening that would like a reading. What about Tracy? Tracy Parker. Let's do one for Tracy.
All right.
Hopefully she's still listening.
Nope. I had 3 jump out, but I'll All right. So I got the energy of summer. So summer is a time for new energy and action. It's a time to get outdoors and renew yourself, soak up the golden rays of sun and allow it to bless your cells, your muscles, DNA, and your soul and your entire being with healing. So I still get out every day when it's sunny in winter. So the energy of summer is about action and
Beautiful. Thank you. So the other thing I'd like to also talk to you about is Reiki level 1 and 2, because you're a Reiki master and you're teaching those 2 levels. So do you do that over 1 day or 2 days? And do you have groups or can you do it one-on-one? How does that work?
Yeah. Well, recently I did a mother and son at their home and we spent a day. But prior to that, the mum had done a small session with me. So I can tailor it to people's needs. So if there's a small group, I can work with that, or one-to-one. I haven't done anything online because I really feel Reiki is good to teach in person. So I'm yet to venture out there online to teach people. But I did my master's, back in, I think 2000 and I don't know, actually 14 long time ago. So over the years I've done groups and over 2 days, and then I've modified them to suit people. So we used to do like 5-week sessions for a couple of hours each. So it just depends on who's interested in them. So I also keep them at an affordable rate too, because a lot of people are struggling at the moment. And if there is anyone out there that is struggling and can't afford to download a $5 book, please contact me, because I'm happy to email a book to anyone in need as well.
Thank you. That's very generous of you. And please let your friends and family and anyone who you think would benefit from any of these books, please let them know about them, because that's what it's all about. Get it out there and let's spread this joy and these resources and this toolkit. If we've got a toolkit, it really makes a difference. And to remind each other that we have all of these resources is also a very important thing right now as well. So and you also do mediumship and psychic work as well, so people can do a reading with you online.
So a few years ago I studied with James Van Praagh. I know we all have abilities as psychics. Some have abilities as mediumship, and I've always been told to do something with it and never did. So I recently completed a certificate with James Van Praagh in mediumship. And I know you don't need a certificate, but I learned lots of different tools and practices and ways to work with people. So I've been doing online mediumship consults. And my most recent was a 20-year-old young male. And he's going to go download the men's workbook, because there was things that came from that he can work with. So we've been connecting with people's loved ones, and I just love being able to share messages from people's loved ones.
So where did you do that? I love his books. I've got his oracle cards. I've got about 3 of his packs. So they're just beautiful, so straight to the point, which is the masculine energy, of course, as well. So where did you do that with him?
James Van Praagh has the School of Mystical Arts online, and you can check it out there. He does all different levels.
Okay, great. So it was an online course he did?
It's all videos, so you can do it in your own time. There's homework, assignments. We used to have to upload our homework, but now we're not having to do that. So it's a commitment to yourself, like it is every day with our spiritual journey and healing journeys, to commit daily to these practices. So do the homework and move on to the next video and learn from other mediums as well, so around the world. I'm hoping to do more overseas, international as well, online, and I'm prepared to get up at 3 or 4 a.m. if I have to. So I have family in Belfast, and going to be tapping in and doing some readings for them soon.
Great. And maybe the person who connected from Nigeria might get in touch with you as well. So awesome. Well, we have just about come to our close for tonight's show. So Christine, thank you so much. I'm really grateful that you came on, and I know it's been your first live, so
yes, please. Thank you.
Hope you felt like we were just sat in a lounge room together.
It's good. No, it's not as hard as I thought. It's all good.
It's not daunting at all. It's not daunting at all. And we've got some fantastic people that always come online and listen to the show and support us. So thank you all to our listeners. And Sue Bennett said, I highly recommend a mediumship consultation with Christine. So everyone can get in touch with you via your website or Facebook page, or through the Global Wellness Directory at sueshort.com.au. So thank you.
That's okay. And I think Adair's going to put the link to the website in the chat as well for people to find.
And that will be in the blog as well. When we do the blog, and it goes on there. So thank you so much. And if people want to see you on a Tuesday, they can come down to Dreadlocks Thingy,
Tribal Spiral, Dreadlocks, and Funky Finds. And it's a shop with crystals and books and dreadlock ladies that maintain and do dreadlocks. And there's an op shop, so lots to see.
I might have to come down for have a look see. Sounds fun.
It is. Thank you for having me, Sue.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, be well, be warm. Namaste.
Thank you.